Government has yet to release a statement on the outcomes of its cabinet meeting after it postponed a briefing that was due to be held this morning. That briefing was expected to outline plans to address the country's energy crisis, among other problems. At the same time, Stage 5 power cuts will remain in place into the weekend. Yesterday, the power utility announced that load shedding would continue until 5 a.m. on Saturday. That's Eskom. It says it will update the nation by this afternoon on the forecast for the rest of the weekend and the week ahead. Load shedding is still causing more and more water outages in parts of the country. Communities from the Ngaka, Modiri, Molema district municipality in the northwest are among those affected. Reservoirs are not filling up, and that is affecting supply. The executive mayor is on a site inspection today in an effort to see what exactly is going on. Monitoring that story is our reporter Refiloe Seboko, who's live for us in Mahikeng. Refiloe, just how dire is the water situation as a result of these power cuts?
It's very bad, I'll tell you that much, Tembekile. As the elderly woman that we are here with, she says that they've been without water since Monday. But even before that, they've always had challenges of water. I'm going to welcome her now, is Martha Mkhwanaze. She will tell us more about challenges of water. Mem Mkhwanaze, re lebogela thata na kwa gago. Re kaile ka dikgwetlho tse le nang le tsone tsa metsi kwa.
Mona re na le bothata ba metsi mo. Ha re kgone itlhatswetsa, ha re kgone ke sosa every year re sokolana ka metsi re kopa metsi mo bathong ene re kopela fela hore re apae ha re kgone ho tlina matlo a rona ha re kgone ho etsa diwashene tsa rona ke bothata hela ka metsi mo Stumo Park mo
ka gore o re sa le go tloga Mantaga le ntse le sena metsi ha le dipompo di khadile le dira ja
ha dipompo di khadile re kopa mo bathong ba ditanka batho ba ditanka le bona ba ka se dumele hore re kgemetsi ya bona le mantsi re tlo ira diwashene ka bona ba re fela hore re kgone wa apa ke bothata hela ba metsi kwana ho rona re tsebe hore ke so se tla etsang jwang ka hore ke ntho a jara le jara ntwe
ka gore wa re ke selo sa jara le jara a gona le ba batla mo go lona ba le ba mo leseding gore metsi a tla tsama go tloga ka nako ya gore go fitla ka nako ya gore
a nna ise ke ba bone a ise ke utlwe sepe ise ke ba bone o tlo bone hela metsi a se wa re bulela tepe metsi o seng hae
That is Martha Mkhwanaze. She is the resident here in Stumo Park. It's one of the areas in Mahikeng that is having water challenges. She was explaining that there is not even communication from authorities telling them that water crisis will begin from this time to this time or from this day to this day. And she's saying since Monday there haven't been there has not been water at all. And in that case, when they don't have water, they ask from those that have Jojo tanks and so on, so that they can be able to cook, to clean, to drink even, and do laundries and stuff like that. So we also understand that Mayor of the Ngaka Modiri Molema district, Mayor Khumalo Molefe, he's visiting the Mabato water treatment plant just to see what the plan could be in order that these residents are not affected. In light of load shedding, in light of that is also disrupting water supply because of water pumps.
And Refiloe, I'm glad you say, excuse me, that load shedding is adding to the problem because from your conversation just now, this has been a long-standing problem. So what was the cause in previous years?
Well, you'll understand that when we talk to officials, authorities, one of the causes that they keep on going back to is the issue of infrastructure that needs to be maintained, is the old infrastructure, and therefore it keeps on disturbing the water supply in the Ngaka Modiri Molema as a whole. We also understand the issue of cable theft, which seems to be one of the problems that is affecting water supply for residents of Ngaka Modiri Molema district. One of the reasons that we just found out is issue of diesel being high in price, and therefore that also seems to be the problem. But in all these years, as Mem Mkhwanaze was explaining, that this is not something new at all. They have been with the challenges of water for quite some time, and the reason that comes forth is that the infrastructure is old, and therefore there is that disruptions rather. But in this case is the issue of load shedding that is also affecting. On the other side, they are faced with load shedding, not on the other side they are being inconvenienced and not having a water supply. So that is a crisis that most of the residents of Ngaka Modiri Molema district are faced with.
Seboko, reporter in Mahikeng this